When that motivation run out, just know you have to still do whatever you want, even on your worst days. You can't only do anything on your best days and think to pop off or whatever you're looking for. You have to go through the storm. So one of my favorite quotes, I have it tatted on me, is, the harder you work during peace, the less you'll bleed during war. The harder you work during peace, the less you will bleed during war.
Welcome back to Unknown and Talented. My name is Jelan Abrams. And y'all know every episode I'm motivating y'all to do something. And I think it's really important for y'all to work out, to get in the gym, to get your health right. So I bought my good friend Mike Robb, personal trainer. Is it personal trainer or physical trainer?
Personal trainer. Yeah.
All right. See, I'm all messed up. Personal trainer, and pretty much explain this fitness stuff to you. So what's up, man? How you doing?
I'm good, bro. How are you?
I'm great, man. I'm great. So you are a personal trainer.
Yeah.
Before we get started into what personal trainer is, explain who are you? Who is Mike Robb? Nobody knows who you are. Who are you?
All right, so like you said, my name is Mike Robb, Mike Robinson, short. 30 years old, from Charlotte, North Carolina. Originally was born in Nashville, Tennessee. Okay. Moved here when I was probably like 5 years old, 6 years old. So you basically say I'm from here,
okay.
From Charlotte. So yeah, like I said, from Charlotte. Went to Malley Creek High School, graduated from Malley Creek High School in 2011. Started personal training. Well, figured out I wanted to start personal training around 2018, 2019. Okay. And around COVID time, about 2020, that's when it kind of took off and I found out who I really was.
Okay. I like that intro. Okay, but my main thing today is people need to work out. People need to get healthy.
Yeah.
Why do you think, you as a personal trainer, why is it important for people to be healthy, be in the gym, stay physically fit?
I think it's important to stay physically fit. It's important to stay healthy because you want to live as long as possible. You know, I notice a lot of things about people living fast, living young, whatever. The goal is to live as long as you can. Now, you might have to change some things, change your lifestyle as far as being more healthy, eating more, something like that. But you just need to be around. I feel like, me personally, I want to be around to see my kids grow. I want to be around to take care of my family and just to live a good life, not have to worry about anything. Then you don't want to just be going around all day mad, angry, or anything like that. So I just try to preach how important it is to stay healthy, because once you stay healthy, you're healthy, you can make moves. You can make moves, you can do money moves, or just have fun in general. If you're not taking care of yourself, you can't do none of that.
But I hear what you're saying, but I love Reese's. I love cake. I love ice cream.
Yeah.
If my job is giving free pizza, I'm eating the pizza.
I feel that.
Like, why should I say, scrap all that and be healthy? Like, I don't want that. I don't want to eat broccoli all day.
Yeah.
Why, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Why can't I eat my cake and still be healthy?
Now, I'm not going to say you can't eat your cake and your Reese's.
Yeah.
I'll be lying if I said I wasn't eating any no sweets, anything like that.
Yeah.
I can say it's about like 4 or 5% of this world that's eating 7 days out the week, healthy, no snacks, no sugar, no nothing. Mm-hmm. So what I preach a lot is eat a cheat meal every now and then. Get you a snack every now and then. Just don't overindulge in it to where you're addicted to it, and then you just can't let go of it. You get that sugar craving. You can't be able to let it go. You just got to make sure, because once you get that sugar in you, you know what happens after that. You start picking up that weight. You start being more lazy, whatever it may be. Now you're looking at yourself, you're like, I ate all that sugar. So moderations, that's a big thing for me. Moderations. Just make sure if you do eat a Reese's cup, if you do eat a piece of cake, make sure you eat it that one time. Do what you need to do as far as your other eating, as far as your vegetables, your fruits, and then you're good to go. Good to go.
That sounds good, but it's hard. So tell me, when did you realize that you want to help people to be a personal trainer?
I realized it, like I said earlier, I realized what I wanted to do in 2020, around when COVID and quarantine came around. Mm-hmm. But I've always wanted to be this. I think probably around when my grandmother's been sick for a long time. And Lord, thank God she's still here with us till this day, pushing through and everything. But seeing how my grandmother moves on a daily basis, she can't do too much. She has to have a lot of help and stuff like that. That's always been my main thing, because my family, we have diabetes in our family. We have high blood pressure in our family. Those are two of the main things that take out us. People in general, but especially black people, brown people as well. So I've always been, my mother, she never fed us pork. She knew it was always ground turkey, chicken, red meat here and there every now and then. But just seeing how it hits my family, I just want to make sure like I do what I need to do. That's how I found out I wanted to do just personal training stuff, also eating healthy. Because with the personal training comes eating healthy, something we call 80-20, 80-20 nutrition workout rule. 80% nutrition, 20% activity, for 20% moving your body. So a lot of people don't realize it's kind of hard, but if you do it the right way, you can do it. You can do anything, for sure.
I liked how you said that because me, I don't eat pork.
Yeah.
I don't eat pork. People that eat pork, let me not start.
Watch the Malcolm X documentary. That's all I'm gonna say.
I'm not start at that. But you went somewhere that I really want to go next is the nutrition part.
Yeah.
So like I said, I like my cake, I like my ice cream, but eating healthy, what is actually eating healthy or eating clean? Because somebody can think I'm eating clean, but they're really not eating clean.
Mm-hmm. So really what eating clean is: full plant-based, vegan, no cheese, no dairy, nothing like that. So that's what really eating clean means. So, but I was plant-based at one time. I was plant-based for a long time, actually. I just started eating chicken again. Now,
oh man.
Yeah. Now,
I ain't gonna lie. When I saw you post something about chicken, I was like, wait a minute, whose page am I on?
Hey man, I've been about 8 years without any meat or chicken. I finally gave in.
Wow,
My girl,
what was that?
I was getting bored.
Okay.
I mean, I just over time with the plant-based eating and stuff, it's cool and all. You just have to stay on top of your finding new meals and stuff like that, or you really get bored real easily. So honestly, I was like, man, I eat chicken for a little bit. Boom. I've been talking about it for about like 3-4 months before I started eating, and people were like, man, just go ahead and eat it. Just do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. So yeah, I'm eating chicken right now, but it ain't gonna be too long. I'm already tired of it. But,
okay.
Yeah.
All right. So before we go somewhere, you was talking about eating clean is just with that. So what differences have you seen in your body by going from eating clean to now eating chicken?
Eating chicken now, I definitely feel more lazy. Okay. I feel a little bit more tired every now and then. But as far as like when I was eating plant-based, energy was high. Just flowed through the day better. My moods was just chill. It was nice. It was always positive. Now that I'm eating chicken, I can tell just a little slight shift. That's another reason why I've been trying to back off of it, because I can tell like it's been changing my attitude, my ways of thinking, even from being productive. Wow. A lot of people don't realize like meat is really the thing that can kill it. Not only kill you, but it can just make you more lazy or prolong what you need to do and stuff like that.
Wow.
A lot of people, like when you get sleepy, for instance, a lot of people say they got the itis. That's not good, y'all. That's not good. We're not supposed to be eating things. We're putting things that's in our body that's making us tired. We're not supposed to be doing it. We're supposed to stay high energetic all the time. That's where the energy comes from our plants, beans, grains, all type of vegetables and stuff like that. So, yeah.
I like that. So I want to stick on this first level of eating clean. Mm-hmm. What kind of things can people do to their body? I mean, what kind of things can they do with their diet to get to the second level? So they're still eating meat, they're still eating the chicken, they might be eating the salmon, but I don't think a lot of people add the vegetables to it. Excellent. So what can they do for this second level of eating clean?
So, second level of eating clean, I feel like a lot of people can start meal prepping. Meal prepping helps out a lot. For meal prepping, you write down what you need. You realize if you're missing anything or something like that, go to the grocery store, you grab your things, stuff like that, and get back home. You realize you got everything because you wrote it down. You had a plan. So when eating clean, me personally, I had to have a plan. I had to write everything down, or I was just going to go to the grocery store and just buy stuff. I had to come with a plan as far as, like I was saying, with recipes too as well. The more recipes you got, it's going to be easier. You have your vegetables in there, your chicken if you want to, or your turkey, or whatever it may be. But just make sure you always getting those vegetables in. So I say if you have to write it down before you go to the grocery store, write it down. Make sure you get that meal plan. Meal prep, sorry about that. Make sure you got that meal prep. So meal prep, easier to go. And to save you time as well. You don't have to do all that thinking, trying to figure out what you want to eat.
All right, so you said a few things. So I have 2 questions then.
Mm-hmm.
So I just went to the grocery store today, spent $200. I only bought like some spinach, broccoli, and green beans. Did I do a good job?
You did a great job.
Okay.
You can get a little more, but you started out great for sure.
Okay, cool,
For sure.
cool.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay, cool. I appreciate it. Cause I'm just like, I don't know. Because honestly, I went there with the list.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have any greens on the list. When I got there, I was just like, yo, I gotta,
Yeah.
I knew I was doing this today, so I can't talk about nutrition.
Facts.
I ain't about no greens.
Facts. I feel you on that. That's good though. Hell yeah.
And so what is meal prepping? The people they don't do nothing. You know what I mean? They're not working out. They don't do nothing with nutrition. What is meal prepping?
Meal prepping, simply put, you have your meals for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So you come with that meal plan. You come with a plan. Write down what you want for breakfast. Write down what you want for lunch. Write down what you want for dinner. Now, when you got those 3 categories, pick a protein from each one, pick a carb, and pick a vegetable. Mm-hmm. So you write that down. You have all 3 things you need for a meal plan. All 3 things you'll need for a meal prep. Sorry about that. I keep saying plan.
Yeah, man. Listen. I can cut any of this out.
Yeah.
You're good to go. I'm not cutting it out, but I'm just saying you're good to go.
Nah, but yeah. It's simply put, it's not too much explaining about meal plans. It's just, you got those 3 things. Make it for however long you may want to. Some people like to do it for 3 days. Some people like to do it for 5 days. It just depends on what you cook and when you cook it. Okay. So a lot of people, the best time to meal prep is starting on Sunday. Grocery store, get your grocery list, go to the grocery store, grocery shop on Sunday, get back to the house. Sunday is usually the meal plan day for everybody. So make sure, because it's going to take a couple hours, because you got to think about it. You're cooking 2 different meals, maybe 3.
Yeah.
So 2 different types of protein, 2 different types of veggies, 2 different types of carbs. So it's pretty fun once you get used to it. It's challenging at first for sure, but once you get used to it, it's pretty smooth sailing.
Okay, so I'm not speaking for myself, right? I'm speaking for the listener or the viewer that they might be lazy. So is that something you can do as a personal trainer, hook somebody up with a meal plan?
I definitely can. I get what everybody's doing. So people always have different ways to where they're trying to go for their fitness goals, right? Okay. So some people trying to lose weight, some people trying to gain, some people trying to maintain, cut, whatever it may be.
And wait a minute. Maintain, I hate that.
You hate that?
I hate that.
Why do you hate that?
Because people would tell me, like, I post fitness videos. Yeah. People would be like, I want to work out, but I'm trying to maintain. And I'm just looking at their page, like, I don't think you want to maintain it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I
already knew you was about to say when you said that part right there. Yeah, for sure.
That's dangerous, but go continue. I'm sorry.
Yeah, nah, you good. So, like you said, man, I don't even want to say it no more now. But yeah, so get each client's nutrition down, what they're trying to do to the T. I'll go back in my little swank space, write down what they may need, boom, give it back to them. All you have to do is grocery shop and cook it. That's it. You don't have to do none of the thinking what you may need. Dang, I forgot something. I forgot this or that. I even got a grocery list for you if you need some extra things, like what you asked me. Did you do good on the vegetables? Hell yeah. Yeah. I can give you a couple more things to make you feel even better about your grocery shopping list if you want that. So I definitely got some plans for people for sure, whether it's nutrition plans or workout plans. Like we're talking about nutrition plans, it's pretty hard nowadays. Cooking and prices are getting more expensive too.
Man, don't tell me about it, man. More expensive. I remember, like, I used to buy, like, chicken breasts, right? Mm-hmm. The highest price I see is, like, $12, $13. I went in today, it was, like, $17. I said, yo, what happened to the chicken? Isn't it the same chicken?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Inflation crazy, right? It's crazy. And
they said they're going to start doing lab-grown chicken. Have you heard about that? What's your thoughts on that, man?
I'm speechless. It's the fact that they literally can approve anything for us to eat nowadays, anything to serve us nowadays. That's another reason why we should be trying to eat more healthy, or we should try to be taking better care of ourselves, because 9 times out of 10, we really do not know what they're feeding us. Just because they're telling us they're only going to feed us or serve lab-grown chicken in restaurants, the whole time they can be already distributing it out to grocery stores or wherever it may be, and we would never know. Yeah. We would never know. So that's another reason I I think we should all lean towards the healthy way, because the more stuff they're putting in our foods, you go over to another country, bro. No preservatives. No, the cheese is white. Dairy is white. Dairy is not yellow. It's crazy. Salmon is not pink.
No way.
Fish is white. Salmon is white, bro.
No way.
All the stuff they play with our food.
So what am I eating then?
Huh?
What am I eating then?
Bullshit. Nah, but that's why, like, I'm kind of getting off a topic.
No, you're good.
I'm looking into growing my own garden, growing my own foods and stuff like that.
Okay.
So my end all be all goal is to be fully vegan, plant based. So juicing, everything. So
okay. So talk more about that, man. This is your show. I brought you on here. Talk about you, whatever you. So talk about that garden and juicing.
So I originally got the gardening plan. Like I said, my family's big. They're big on nutrition as well. Like I told you, my mom never fed us pork. Barely fed us red meat, if anything. It was chicken and turkey and veggies. My grandfather, big on gardening, big on plants, big on vegetables. My granddad's the chef of the family. So anytime you go to Concord, you go to his house on a Sunday, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock p.m., you're going to have a good little plate. You're gonna have, like I said, your protein, your rice, whatever it may be, your carbs. But what you're mainly going to see is the plate of veggies that he has panned out on the oven from when he comes out from his garden. That's where I got that from. So my uncle does a little bit of gardening as well with his fruits and veggies. So I got that from them a little bit as well. So that's
fire, bro.
Yeah.
So you feel like getting like your whole. I know you want a garden, have like a farm. I can see you in overalls and everything, bro.
Hey, it's all in. I've talked about it for sure. I want all of that. Yeah. I want my own grocery store basically in my backyard.
Okay,
that's what I want.
Now, I love it. But when we talk about the meal plan, you said something about a swank list. What is that?
Swank list. That's just basically what the meal plan is. So
hold on. What is swank? What is that?
So honestly, it's just a name my homeboys gave me a long time ago. I just turned it into something for myself. It's anything positive. You can make swank anything positive as long as you're bettering yourself or you're bettering somebody else, helping to better somebody else. Swank is all about how you carry yourself. So kind of like swag in a way, but only it's positive.
How do you spell that?
SWANK.
Swank.
Yes, sir. Swank. Yes,
Swank.
sir.
Swank.
The Swank Way. That's what I originally go by. I got it right here. Swank Way.
Hey, Swank Way. I don't know if I can use that word. It's kind of hard to say. Wait,
say it.
Swank.
Oh, you sound good, bro.
Okay,
you got it. Yeah, you got it.
Okay, cool. All right, bet.
Sure.
All right, so I want to talk now about your journey because we had a conversation before.
Yeah.
You started off skinny. Me too. And then now I'm diesel out here. I don't know if y'all can see it on camera. I'm diesel out here.
Camera add an extra 5 pounds too. That's 5 pounds a month.
Hey. So talk about your beginnings of being that skinny kid in school, with your family. Like, how did you feel?
My family, I didn't feel anything.
Okay.
Family loved me for who I was, of course.
They never gave you like the bird chest or nothing like that?
My mom still do it to this day.
Okay.
That's my mom.
Okay.
Your mom is going to talk the most junk from anybody. Yeah. But yeah, I heard it a little bit, but it didn't bother me near as much as when I heard it in school or when I was out in public or something like, oh, you need to eat. Oh, you look like I can see your bones and stuff like that. Now, what if I was to tell a fat person, you need to lose weight or you need to stop eating? That's the same thing.
Listen,
That's the same thing.
It is the same thing. Listen, I was gonna make a video about this. I'm like, why is it offensive to call somebody fat, but it's not offensive to call somebody skinny?
You feel me? You know how many people struggle to gain weight?
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like, I can give you a prime example. Something actually did bother me recently. I lied. I'm sorry, y'all. Something bothered me recently. It's probably like 2-3 months ago at the fitness studio I work at called Body 20. We have a client there. I'm not going to say any names. Not going to say whatever. I always talk to her. Good lady, nice lady, cool cut, whatever. She came in one day. She was like, Mike, I'm looking at all these trainers in here and they're looking like they're doing the stuff. Now I look at you and it look like you're just regular degular. I'm like, yeah, I mean, but she didn't know I was plant-based at the time.
Yeah.
Sometimes, I mean, just learning about the plant-based and then how to build on that, it's a struggle as well as that. That's a conversation for another day. But so couple months after that rolls around, past July, 4th of July, that's what it was. We came back from 4th of July. She was getting suited up, getting ready to go in the studio, get worked out. She was like, hey, Mike, did you have a good 4th of July? I was like, yeah, it's cool. Nothing too crazy. She was like, did you eat? I was like, yeah, I had like 4 or 5 plates. You know I was going to eat. Tell me why she said, oh, yeah, because you really need to eat. Now, this is a client that beats herself up all the time about how she looks and everything. And we do nothing but give positivity. We're right there with her every step of the way. Now, if I was to respond back in the way I wanted to, I would be in the wrong.
Yeah.
But sometimes you just gotta let stuff go, let people be who they are, and just one ear out the other. So that's how it's gotten to this point to where it may bother me a little bit, but I'm so used to it now. And then people are starting to see the progress I've been making. I'm like, roll one ear out the other. So it bothered me a little bit, but to the T, it probably bothered me for like 5 minutes. Yeah. And then after that, it's like, cool, whatever. But
no, that's crazy.
Yeah, that skinny kid stuff, bro. It's crazy.
No, that's crazy. Because I dealt with that growing up. And like, even when I made my transition to workout, I worked out for about 6 months. Because my thing was, I was turning, how was I turning? 28 or 27, whatever my birthday was, right? And I wasn't happy. You know, your birthday, you super excited. Like, you know, like, it was my birthday. It was like, it was another year.
Facts.
This is just 1 year from where it was. So I made that decision, like, I'm going to do something different. And like, the one thing I can control is what I eat, working out. So I bust my tail and to work out and like to get to a body that you can see the before and after. I'm like, yo, who was I? You know? So it's just crazy how you say that's kind of affects you still now. Because to me, if somebody says I'm skinny, I'm like, whatever. You know what I mean? It's like,
facts.
You know, but I guess it's different when you're in that environment and you see everybody super big. Because I don't have a goal of getting that big. How about you?
I don't have a goal of getting super big. I want to still be able to scratch my back. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But probably about like 180, 185 is the most I'd be. Probably even 170, 175, 178. I'm currently at like 165 right now, 166.
Okay. Yeah.
So I don't want to be too big. That's not my goal. Still want to be able to fit my clothes and all that type of stuff. No disrespect to y'all out there. I respect that bodybuilding game to the T, and powerlifting. But I just don't think that's for me. I just want to, one of the reasons I've done this fitness for a long time, I just want to stay in tip-top shape and be ready for whatever. Always stay ready so we won't have to get ready, right?
Okay, but that's good, but how do you stay disciplined? Because a lot of people will work out for a good week, a good month, they don't see results, and I'm like, I'm done. How do you stay disciplined as a trainer? I mean, for personal, and how do you keep your clients from staying disciplined?
For me personally, the ways I stay disciplined is just, it's not, I don't think it's certain ways, I'm thinking about, I have to lead by example. I have to lead by example for my clients or whoever may be watching on Instagram or whatever, or social media in general. I don't want to be teaching something and then you teaching something, then you can't do what you're teaching somebody else, or you can't indulge and you can't, as far as eating, nutrition, you can't do what somebody else is doing. You're telling somebody else to do this, but you're not doing it. So that's one reason to stay disciplined, is being real. The whole time, I guess you can say, is being real, keeping it 100 every time. Now for my clients, as far as discipline, I just tell them, if I may switch up the nutrition plan. If they're getting bored with it, no, I don't want to do this no more, I want to do that. Let's stay disciplined. Let's switch it up. I might even tell them to get you a little piece of cake, get you a cookie. All you need is one bite. A lot of clients I have now, they get one bite of some of the sugar or cookie or something. They be like, oh no, I couldn't even finish it. They drinking a soda and they be like, oh, I couldn't even finish it. I'm like, good, that's where we're supposed to be at. That's what I was trying to tell you. We're getting to that point. So once they're telling me certain things like that, I try to motivate them even more and keep them disciplined to where they're like, oh, I don't want that anymore because I'm only going to eat half of that. I'm going to waste it. So it's kind of, I wouldn't say it's hard. It's definitely challenging to keep other people disciplined, but it's definitely fun. I like the challenge. I will say that. So everybody's a little different. So you just got to figure out different ways to keep different people disciplined.
So how do you balance all of that? Because having multiple clients, and this is physical and health is very important. So how are you balancing keeping track of who is who, like who likes to work out this way, who likes to work out that way, and also like continuously studying? Because I'm pretty sure you have to still study your craft.
Definitely. So I just try to single out each person as much as possible. I try to get to know that person as much as I can before I go on to the next one. Or I just sit down and talk to them, ask them how their day is going, something like that. Sometimes people, I guess, once you ask them about their day or just ask them how they're feeling in general, it's easier for them to open up to you as well. So I just always try to get them to open up a little bit more. I try to get them more comfortable. Once they get more comfortable, everything else just flows. I'll be able to, boom, I know what she wanted because she told me this that day, but bro said he wanted this because certain thing is happening right here, over here for him. So I just try to get my notes, write down whatever. It's crazy because I have so many notebooks. I have a notebook for each client.
Wow.
Yeah, so I write notes for one client, they got a whole notebook. Notes for another client, that's their own notebook. So that's how I very first started being able to pick out each individual, pay attention to each individual, put that book back, get that book. So I just focused on one because I have my attention span is the size of a peanut. I do one thing and I start doing 30 more things. I'm like, dang, I forgot I was doing these other two things. Yeah. So yeah, that's one of the ways I definitely try to keep people disciplined.
Okay, yeah. That's cool. Okay, so how did you get your first client? I tried to be a personal trainer. Mm-hmm. I bought the book.
Yeah.
I read chapter 1 and I'm like, this is boring.
No, it's definitely boring. So originally to get past that first chapter, I knew it was something I wanted to do. And I didn't know at that time, I was like, I don't know what else I would do if I wasn't doing this. So let me focus and read this book.
But after you got through that, how did you get that first client? Because that's the thing that I was thinking about. Because me, like working out and posting, we're gonna talk about content creation in a minute. But me posting online, people are like, "Oh, can you train me? Can you train me?" I'm not a trainer, but then going from that to actually getting somebody as a paid client. Yeah. How did you get that first paid client?
I think my first paid client came from Instagram. They just seen me doing videos for a while, and they had been DMing me for a little minute, but I never seen it because if you're not following that person, you're not gonna see the DM. So I eventually got in contact with them. They were giving me their problems, what they want to do, what they want to change. So we just started talking for a while. They were talking about how I do certain things in my videos. That's exactly what they're looking for. Okay. So basically, I just picked them up. We talked a little bit, figured out what we need to do, got a consultation. That's really how I got my first client. It was off of Instagram, off the DMs. Wow. So yeah, ever since then, it's just smooth selling. Come from Instagram and come from word of mouth now in most cases. So the word of mouth is definitely the go-to lately for sure.
Okay. So if I was to be a trainer now, what advice would you give me to start? Like after I just passed the test and everything, what should be my first course of action? Business
cards and put yourself out there as much as you can via social media, you might go out. So like I used to go out to Uptown and around the university area and just make myself known. Networking basically, network. So yeah, so I'll say just do as much networking as you can. That'll help every time. So videos, it's always gonna be that one person that loves watching what you do. Yeah. Just keep consistently posting that videos. Keep consistently posting those pictures, the progress pictures, before and after as well. Yeah. It's gonna come. I promise you it's gonna come. Don't let up. Consistency is key.
I love it. I don't even know what to ask you next, but I love it.
Hey, no, we might have to do some bloopers for this too.
No, I'm keeping this stuff in there. People gotta know that it's like mechanical. You know what I mean? You gotta have a conversation. If we mess up, we mess up.
Facts. For sure.
But where I wanted to go next is, what is your goal? Right now, you're a personal trainer, you have clients, but what is the ultimate goal for Mike Robb or Swank?
I like that. And you said it right. I told you said it right. My end all be all goal, I want to be a private owned personal trainer. Now, a privately owned personal trainer, they're not working for nobody, they're not working for the gym, they're getting work for themselves. They're getting 100% of their proceeds, 100% of their income. Don't have to pay anybody. So that's one of my goals. My second goal is I want to own a fitness gym. I want to own a fitness gym with a nutrition side as well. So I want to have smoothies. A lot of people don't know I'm in this nutrition group that we do a lot of smoothies as well. We do post-workout and just for detox and different things like that as well. So I always wanted to have my own smoothie bar in my gym. Okay. So smoothie bar in a gym, and I also want my own baseball, softball training facility. Those are my 3 goals right there.
Gotcha.
End all be all goals.
So what are you doing right now to get to those goals? Because this is called Unknown in Town. So we out here motivating people.
That's a fact.
I'm pretty much telling them, yo, if you could talk it, but you gotta live it. So what things are you doing right now? And if you're not doing anything, that's fine.
Oh no, I'm definitely not.
I'm just saying, if you weren't, that's fine. But I'm just saying, like, what things do you do to work towards those goals?
Man, I'm just giving it to God. It sounds cliche, but at the end of the day, that's all you can do. I give it to God, talk to him, let him know what I want, and I do what I need to do. I just keep personal training, keep training, taking care of my clients. I keep making these meal plans, keep eating healthy, keep working out myself. I keep myself in tip-top shape first for other people. So that for me, that's really number one. Is what I'm doing to get to that next level. And then just networking, bro. Networking is the key. Networking is key. So I've picked.
Before you go, just saying, he got in this podcast because we met, it was a minute ago.
Yeah, it's been at least a year.
Yeah, at least a year. But we met on Instagram. I was doing my thing. Of course, people go follow.
Fact. Hey, my boy definitely caught me. He definitely caught me. I think around the time I was following you is when you were doing 100 days straight.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, 100 days straight, bro? Yeah. I was like, I gotta watch your journey. I gotta see this because I'm rooting for you at that point.
I appreciate it, man. Yes. I appreciate it. I found out you was in Charlotte as well. I was like, that's a small world. That's good. Because I never tagged Charlotte anything. So
word.
Yeah, so it's to see that, hey, that's how God works. That's how God works.
I'm telling you, at the end of the day, God works in mysterious ways, bro. For real, every time.
But finish up. I didn't mean to cut you off. My fault.
Damn, I forgot what we were saying.
I'm sorry. you said leaving it in God's hands.
Oh yeah. So what I'm doing to get to my goals, I'm just leaving it in God's hands. I'm giving it to God, not even just leaving it in his hands. I feel like that sounds like kind of like giving up, but I'm giving it to God, letting him know what I want. Just networking, like I said, key number one is networking. And then the place of business where I work at, the fitness studio where I work at, we have clients there as well. It's a fitness studio, Body 20. We have clients come through there as well, and they're good people. So I just try to take care of them as well. I done grabbed a couple from outside of there as well. So they'll come in Body 20 and they will train with me as well. So just trying to take care of people as much as possible. I feel like you take care of yours, they'll end up taking care of you at the end of the day. So just staying positive, giving it to God, and taking care of my people.
That's fire. That's fire. So before we end it, I just want to talk about the content creation part, because that's when we met, making content online. Yeah. So talk about that journey of you setting the camera up, recording, all that stuff. Talk about that.
Boy, it's crazy. I almost remember my first time. I almost remember my first time setting up. It took me to the end of the workout to set up. Yeah. And because I was just going around the gym. I always be in the gym, but I never had a tripod. Like, damn, I don't want to be in nobody's way. I don't want nobody looking at me weird. What if I'm doing this workout wrong and I'm recording? What are people thinking? But content creation, man, I started seeing other people's videos, getting motivated off of other people's videos. I was like, man, anything anybody can do, I can do. Not being cocky, just the confidence I have in me. Yeah. I was like, all I gotta do is just learn, stay consistent, do what I need to do. Of course, I had help along the way. Of course, you can't do anything by yourself. Don't let anybody ever tell you can't do nothing. You can do anything by yourself. You can't. It's not gonna happen like that. But I started out recording my first videos with the XR, the iPhone XR, and then
I don't know. I just switched to iPhone, so I have no idea what that is.
What iPhone you had?
I had 13. That was my first one.
That was your first one? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I was Team Android.
So I think XR was 11? Yeah, I think it was 10. Yeah, it was 10. It was 10. Duh, X. Duh. But yeah.
I had no idea.
But I started out with the XR. Matter of fact, this one right here. And then I started looking at cameras. But it was so early on, I was like, maybe I'll just get a new phone. That's when I got the 13 Pro Max.
Gotcha.
And I started learning. I went on YouTube. People You know, they created videos on how to make your content better and stuff like that, fitness content better. So I just started watching them, taking a little piece here from here and here and there, and put it into my situation. I'm a sponge. I like learning. Yeah. So especially when it came to something I like doing, content creation, and I just like seeing myself work out. It's kind of, I don't know, it might sound kind of funny.
That's fire, bro. I love seeing myself work out.
Hell yeah.
And the videos make it look better too. It's like, all right, I did that.
Dang, I'm gonna do those more often. Because you can also see like your progress as well while you're recording. So say for instance, you're doing RDLs or some deadlifts. You can't see your hamstrings all the time while you're working out. So that content, you putting that phone behind you, recording, dang, my hamstrings look good as hell.
Yeah.
So that's exactly how I got started. That's exactly how I fell in love with it.
No, that's fire. For me, when I was recording, that was how I can check to make sure I did it right.
Yeah.
To be honest with you. Because when I first started, don't laugh, bro. Like, you know, like the leg press machine?
Yeah.
So like they had like 245s on there. And I'm like, how do you use this thing? The guy said, just sit down and push it, right? I'm pushing it. I'm like, it ain't moving.
You was not pushing it with your arms.
No, my legs.
Oh,
legs.
God, I see you do that.
No, but I'm just saying, because we in a video, but I'm just saying, like, I'm pushing it. I'm just like, you think you're moving?
Yeah.
And I took them off, and I'm like, this is still kind of hard.
Yeah.
I'm just like,
Facts.
But definitely, I didn't know what I was doing. So what I did, I just set the camera up, record it, and I'm looking at my video compared to like YouTube videos, make sure I did it right. That's how I learned. And after a while, I'm just like, start posting these things. So.
That's it. That's all. Yeah. Once you start posting, it's gonna feel like, oh, now I gotta make another. Now I gotta make another. You gotta stay on top of it. That's the fun thing about it as well too. So content creation is it.
Man, that's good, man. I definitely enjoyed this talk. So right now, people are in love with you. Now they're trying to be not trying to be a personal trainer. Now they want you as a trainer because you just told your whole story. They love it.
Yeah.
They everything you said was good. They trying to get the Swank list.
Yeah.
They trying to get the I don't even know. But right now, so how do they find you now? Because now they trying to say, yeah, we gotta hit Mike up.
So one way to find me is you go on Instagram, you type in 3swankfit_, SWANKFIT, Swankfit, 3swankfit_. That's one way to find me. Now, if I also have my email in my bio, so you can click on that, click the link, just email me, we get it going. So yeah, that's the ways you can contact me. Unless I'm always out in Charlotte too. You may see me one day. You might see me at one of these gyms. If you see me at these gyms, come holler at me.
Perfect. Because what I'm gonna do, I'm also gonna put it in the description. I'm put it on the screen if you're watching.
Yeah.
We'll do all that stuff. Before we get to closing, he is also starting a YouTube channel. This video is actually gonna be on his YouTube channel. But where can they find you on YouTube?
So just go in the search bar on YouTube and type in Mike Swank Rob. Yeah, I'll pop right up.
And what kind of content are you gonna have in this YouTube?
Fitness, nutrition, all type of stuff. Day in the life, come out, hang out with me, everything. I'm even gonna have some baseball content here. A lot of people don't know I used to play baseball, so definitely gonna be having some baseball content there as well. So tap in, man. It's gonna be cool.
So are you saying that we can watch your YouTube videos and not pay for personal training? Can we do that?
I ain't gonna say all that. Sooner or later, once I get popping on Instagram, on YouTube, maybe. I'm still not gonna get a whole sauce though.
Of course not. Because what you're gonna do, you're gonna first build that YouTube up, and then you're gonna have the private content on the side.
Yeah.
To actually help them. I was joking with that. We're not nothing is free in this world, guys.
Nothing.
If you want something, you're gonna have to pay for it.
You gotta work. You gotta pay for it. Whatever it is.
But what are the last things you want to tell the audience, motivational or anything about yourself? Whatever you want to tell. This is your time to shine. Because I asked all the questions. What do you want to say?
Never give up. Don't listen to what everybody is telling you, even if it's your parents, even if it's your grandparents. You can literally do anything you want to. As long as you put it out in the universe, you give it to God, you can do anything, literally anything. Don't let social media influence your situations or your decisions as well. Take some time, think about what you need to do, what you need to have, give it to God, and go for it. You gotta stay consistent, stay motivated, stay disciplined. Mainly stay disciplined. Always stay disciplined, because motivation is gonna run out. Motivation is gonna run out. Like I'm speaking from the heart right here. So when that motivation run out, just know you have to still do whatever you want, even on your worst days. You can't only do anything on your best days and think to pop off or whatever you're looking for. You have to go through the storm. So one of my favorite quotes, I have it tatted on me, is the harder you work doing peace, the less you'll bleed during war. The harder you work during peace, the less you will bleed during war. And what that means to me is it's basically self-explanatory. Work right now, work by everything. You don't have anything, practice, whatever it is, practice, do what you do. When that time comes, you'll be ready. You will always be ready and you will never be left behind. Never.
No, that's deep, man. We ending there right there. I ain't say nothing else. My name is Jelan Abrams, unknown and talented. Mike, Rob, Swank. See y'all next week.
Appreciate you for having me on here, man, for real.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Swank.